talk to about that? It's fucking insane. I went with AJ. We went to a Tim Hortons. He saw 3 black guys. Flipped out. Flipped out. I'm so sorry for what you're going through. He was taking pictures of them. I'm like, we can't be associated anymore. It's good that you guys, I appreciate you guys coming out to support comedy and get the Omicron virus, so that's nice.
Yeah!
I'm joking. I'm the only one who has it. You guys should be fine. You guys should be fine. It's good to be here. I don't want to look at that. I don't know why. I don't want to look at it. I don't like it. Just get it off the stage. Right? Just take it over here. It's your problem now. I don't know. Why are you yelling at him? It's good to be here. I'll get into it. I'll let you guys know a bit about myself. I'm married. I don't look like I'm married. I look like I work at a skate shop that pays me in crystal meth. You know, that's my feel right there. I am married. I like being married. I never want to be single again. Because I never want to have to worry about what hot people think of me ever again. Like before COVID-19 ruined my life, I used to travel across the country with this very handsome comic, and after shows, women would hit on him after shows. Even female comics would often tell me how attractive they found him, and I just had to stand there and pretend like I don't have feelings. Like, I love my wife. Like, I'm not going anywhere. But can one woman try to ruin my marriage? Like, is that too much to ask? Like, one time, like 3 years ago, after a show, this woman deep in her 50s came up to me after the show and told me I was very, very cute. And I think about her all the time. Like, to the point where if I'm annoying my wife and she starts being rude to me, I'm like, well, Susie would never treat me like this. You better watch yourself. I'm a wanted man, you know? I can't be single. I don't know. I found out recently I have a bad vibe. Yeah, hard to believe. I had a woman I hardly know recently tell me I have resting murder face. She said that right to my murdery face. She didn't care how I feel. Like, she's no longer with us, but that's besides the point, you know? Now, you know what? That was an evil laugh. What the fuck? Okay. We're too into that murder joke, sir. Good lord. No, you know what bothered me? You know what bothered me? Because she didn't mean it, but she said it anyways. And I know she didn't mean it, because you would never say that to somebody you thought murdered. Like, anytime the police arrest a serial killer and they're interviewing the neighbors on the local news, the neighbors are always like, oh my God, I had no idea. There's never a neighbor who's like, yeah, I knew. I confronted him all the time. But he was just like, no, I just like digging at night. I knew he murdered. I get it though, I look dangerous, right? Like I look, but not the cool kind of dangerous. Like, I don't look like I drive fast and get into bar fights. I look dangerous in the way that if I happen to be walking behind you for more than a couple blocks, you'll text a friend your whereabouts. That's not the cool kind of dangerous, you know? It's like, you're like, oh, some people say I'm dangerous. Oh, you ride a motorcycle? Don't want a watch list. Danger. There it is. Fucking cocaine, baby. Cocaine. I don't know why it turns me on, but keep it. No, I'm joking. I'm mostly joking. Getting carried away. I don't know. I can't be single. I know you guys are like. I'm a shy, awkward person when I'm not on stage. I know you guys are looking at me like, Jason, you seem so confident and chiseled. No, I'm not. Okay? I'm a very socially awkward guy. Like, at least once a week, somebody's like, hey, how's it going, man? I'm like, you too. Just hate myself for the rest of the day. I once hired a cabin, and the cabin dropped me off at home, and he went, "Have a good night, man." And then I went, "Can't wait to see you again." And just haven't hired a cab since because I can't trust myself. The worst was recently I was walking through downtown Hamilton because that's one way to get stabbed. And I'm walking down the street and I was smoking a cigarette at the time. I was smoking at the time and I was smoking a cigarette. And I'm about to run into this store and this older woman came up to me and she goes, "Hey, can I get a smoke off you?" And I went, "Look, just finish this one. I gotta run into the store anyways." And then she went, "Thanks. Wanna get together?" And then I went, "Tonight's not good. Why am I taking a rape check with this old prostitute?" Yeah, I'd love to get together. When I told this cabbie I was going to see him again, so if we could do this another time, that'd be great. I don't know. Drinking doesn't help either, you know, like they say, like, guys, you have a few drinks, you get the liquid courage, you know what I mean? But if a guy has too much to drink and he can't get it up, it's called a whiskey dick. Whiskey dick just sounds like the world's worst outlaw. They call me Whiskey Dick, softest gun in the West. I'm here to drink your booze and disappoint your women. Women don't have to go through anything like that. It's not like some girls are like, "Oh, I brought the hottest guy home from the bar last night, but damn vodka bags ruined my night again." I'm gonna work on my self-control. Guys wouldn't even care. Every fella's dealt with some sourpuss, am I right? All right. Ridiculous. I don't know. I like it. I like being in relationships. Some people, they don't want to be in relationships. They like to avoid labels, and then they come up with their own labels to avoid labels. Like, I don't really like that term, friends with benefits. Just seems really insulting to all my other friends. Isn't there benefits to everybody? It shouldn't just be about sex. It shouldn't be like, "Hey, how's your buddy Dan doing?" Who cares? That guy doesn't put out. You know, fuck me, or just wasting my time like Dan always does. I need this right now. I used to work with this guy in retail because I win. That's what I do, I win. And we worked in retail together, and anytime an attractive woman would come into our store, after she left, she'd go, "Yo, Jay, you want to know what I would do to her?" No, I don't want to know. It would be so weird if I wanted to know. It'd be so weird if you was like, "Jay, you want to know what I would do to her?" And I was like, "I thought you'd never ask." I'm sorry to keep like making eye contact with you when I stroke my belly, but I am in love with you. So what else is a man supposed to do? That is my mating call. We'll move on. I don't know. We got couples here. I know we picked on this couple a lot. Anybody at this table? You're all single and ready to mingle with this guy, am I right? Black. Yeah. Look, my friend was racist to you, but we're gonna get you laid, so don't worry about it. I'm just joking. I have no power over that. It's their choice. Okay. I don't know. I like it. Oh, how long have you guys been together? 3 years. Okay, so it's been a minute. That's cool. That's all right. You guys live together? Fuck, step up, dude. What the? Jesus Christ, 3 years? Okay, wow. Fuck you. No. Does she get jealous ever? No. No? Nice. Yeah, nice. Okay. My wife gets jealous in weird little ways. Like, Katie bought me a shirt recently, and then I tried the shirt on at home, and then she went, "You look too good in that shirt. You're not allowed to wear it outside." So now I'm a grown man with an inside shirt. The fuck is that? She's weird about my clothes too. Like, she'll steal all my hoodies, most of my long sleeve shirts. I've pretty much been cold for the last 8 years. And Katie says she does this because when I'm gone, she'll wear my clothes and it'll remind her of me, which is very sweet, but I couldn't get away with that. Like if Katie came home and I was just rocking her yoga pants and a belly top, like, I really missed you today. She's gonna have a lot of fucking questions. The dynamics will change, I promise you. She doesn't always gonna get jealous either, because I'll share this with you guys. I am a very dumb man. I'll let you guys know this. Last year, I got my driver's license. It's a big deal. It's a very big deal. Yeah. I was so proud of myself. When I got it, I took a picture of it and I posted it to my Facebook. And all my friends were like, take that down. And I was like, well, I don't care if people know where I live, come fucking find me. And they're like, no, Jason, people could fraud you with information off your driver's license. You have to take the picture down. I was like, good point. And I took it down. But the only reason I posted it in the first place is because my self-worth is so low. I figured if I just wrote, hey, got my driver's license today, all my friends would be like, yeah, sure you did. You probably don't have a SID number either. I'm like, fuck you, I'll post it right now. Show you who the moron is. Then I'm thinking that student driver's course, it's like 10 hours on the road, 30 hours in class. So it's mostly just me in a classroom with a bunch of 16-year-olds. And the thing about me being in a classroom with a bunch of 16-year-olds is I'm selling a lot of weed right now. I am making so much fucking money, guys. I got some good friends, though. You know, I got some friends who teaching me how to drive. You know, and I'm kind of drive. Like, I know the rules of the road, right? Like, slow down at yellow, text at red, shit like that. Like, I get it, you know. But I can't parallel park to save my own life. And I was with my buddy the one day, he's trying to show me how to parallel park, and I'm totally fucking it up. And then this cabbie flies around my car, and the backseat passenger sticks his head out the window and goes, hey, learn how to fucking drive. Which is exactly what I was doing. But I can't stick my head back out the window and be like, well, practice makes perfect. But also, you're in the back of a cab. You learn how to fucking drive. Need this from you. Anybody do anything good for themselves over the pandemic?
Yep.
Yeah? What'd you do?
Oh my God. I opened the doors. It's okay. We don't want to hear those doors.
Come on!
Somebody you didn't like? What's the story?
Okay, it's a really good story. It's all of it's good.
Oh, if it's long, I'm not letting you say
No,
it, so.
we're good.
Okay, good.
Okay,
Thank God.
Thank you.
She lost 500 pounds, we'll say. Give her a hand. Okay. I don't want to brag or anything. I actually quit smoking cigarettes 10 months ago. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm just eating cigarette brownies now. It's not the same. It's not. I am really addicted to video games, though. I guess I've always been addicted to video games, but I got really into like old school video games over the pandemic. And my buddy was over the other day, and we're playing Donkey Kong, and we're just getting our asses handed to us. And then out loud, 36-year-old me just goes, we need to start focusing on bananas. And from the other room, I just heard my wife's vagina snap shut. It's just gone forever, so it's just gone. It's been weird, man. It's been a weird pandemic. You know, the pandemic's been weird for me, mostly because I come from two countries that haven't handled it very well. I was born in the States, but I grew up here in Canada, and I have an older sister, Jenny. Same mom, different dad. She was raised by her dad in the States. Jenny found out about me as an adult through a Facebook comedy page that my mom had made for me. It's not even the punchline yet. This is great. So when Jenny and I started talking on the phone, she was like, you're famous in Canada. And I was like, I am not famous in Canada. Nobody's famous in Canada. Don't worry. We don't keep famous people here. Her big plan now is to get me famous in the States because she already thinks I'm famous here. So every few months she'll call me with her progress and I have to be like, Jenny, you have to stop emailing Joe Rogan. This is getting out of hand. The closest I've ever felt to being famous is a few years ago. There was this outdoor music festival in Hamilton where I live with my wife called Super Crawl. And a few years ago, Katie and I went to go watch the Sheepdogs play this outdoor show. And after the show, we were eating street meat on this park bench because the romance isn't over. And this group of teenage boys saw me, and one of the boys went, hey, are you in the Sheepdogs? And I went, yeah, I am in the Sheepdogs. And then made my wife reluctantly take group and individual photos of me and 4 teenage boys. Looking back, probably not the best move. Because I don't need some 13-year-old boy to be just showing somebody a picture and be like, hey, this guy's in the Sheepdogs. And somebody be like, no, he's not. What did that man do to you? What is it's all about?
That's fucking... You get the picture?
Huh? Do I have to? No, the 13-year-old has the picture. Pardon? The cops have the picture now, probably. Being honest. Another reason I don't think that my wife needs to get jealous is, like, let's be honest, guys. Guys are kind of whatever. Guys have 3 body types, right? You're skinny, you're fat, or you're buff. Women look beautiful in all these different shapes and sizes. Like, I've never once seen a voluptuous guy. Where are all the juicy boys, you know? Where are my juicy boys? Because I came here to clap some cheeks, baby. Let's go. No. You are, no, you're nice and juicy. I'll motorboat you after the show. I don't know, man. It's just like, I was at the gym this one time in my entire life, and I was just there, and I see this guy, one time, and I see this guy using that machine where your legs are on the outside, you have to squeeze the weights together with your legs, and I was like, dude, what are your fitness goals exactly? Like, better work on this thigh gap. Lululemon's having a sale. Like, I'm so dumb, like, up until recently, I was like, oh, that's the machine that makes vagina stronger, I guess. I don't know what it does. And vaginas don't need to get any stronger. Like, I would never want to come across a vagina that looks so strong, like, this thing's gonna take my fucking wallet. And my driver's license is in there, and people aren't supposed to see that, so. I was actually doing a show once, and this guy came up to me after the show, he's like, hey, you know why guys use that machine where they squeeze their legs together? I was like, no, please tell me. And he goes, guys use that machine because it helps them come further. Who is this trick shot for? Because it's not for women. I've never been with a woman and she's like, so when you pull out, let's see if you can get it on the ceiling. I'm like, we're in a loft apartment right now, but that's what I trained for. Come on. My wife and I, we've been trying to be better people. You know, we've been going to the gym together lately. I was in the gym with my wife the other day. I was in the weight room doing some curls for the girls. How's it going? And my wife walked by me and jokingly said, hey, who's that buff guy over there? And then 2 actual buff guys turned around thinking they were being addressed. And I got to watch my wife's heartbreak as she went, no, I was talking to him. You see that lesbian Sasquatch sweating into her eyes. That's what does it for me. Another time I was in the gym and there was like this super jacked dude there. Like, this guy was so fucking big. He had like every weight in the gym on this bar he was using. And then he turned to me and went, hey man, do you mind giving me a spot? And without thinking about my self-esteem, I just went, are you sure? And then he went, good call, and just went and found somebody else. And I'm just standing there like, well, I saved a life today. You know what? I saved a life. I need to get a little serious with you guys for a second. I'm going to share something with you guys. My wife and I, we want to have kids. But we can't have kids on our own. It's a physical thing with me. It's okay. We're going to adopt, but we would love a kid no matter what. You know what I mean? Even through adoption. But the problem is, they're asking a lot of money for these fucking kids, man. They really come after you. I'm like, it's not a PS5. Like, why are we charging so much? It's ridiculous. So my wife and I had to go to the bank, talk to our banker about our finances. And look, it's hard to get respect at the bank when you look like you own a sword. That's just... That's just something I have to overcome every time I'm at the bank. It's just tough. It's just what I have to do. Well, we're there, and we're talking to the banker lady about our finances, and then she goes, well, you guys must be getting pretty close. And my wife goes, no. It's like 30 to 50 grand to adopt a kid. And then my banker goes, well, there's lots of cute ones at the mall. And then laughed hysterically at her own child abduction joke. So my wife and I are like, let's get the hell away from this lady, you know what I mean? So we go about our day, and then like later on, we're at the fucking mall or something, right? And my wife looks at me and she goes, ah, you really hit it off with the banker lady, didn't you? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, well, you're registered at the bank as a comedian, and she made that child abduction joke to impress you. I'm like, if this is what flirting is nowadays, I think I'm gonna ride things out with you. Another thing, I don't know if we have parents in here, but another thing my wife and I have a problem with is like having kids. Is now all we do is argue about kids' names. Because my wife told me if we have a daughter, she wants to name our daughter Michelina. Now it comes from a good place. She said she wants to name our daughter that because her grandmother's name was Michelina. But for those of you who aren't as cultured as myself, Michelina is Italian for microwave dinner. We cannot name our daughter Michelina. Even I make fun of my daughter if my daughter's name was Michelina. Like, kids would knock on my door and be like, Michelina, come on and play. And I'd be like, she'll be ready in 3 minutes. Like, what do you do? Yeah, I'm a dad. I'm a fucking cool dad. You kids want to buy some weed? Let's fucking go. Come on. I love my wife very much. She's definitely the most adult person, the most childish person I've ever met in my entire life, though. Like, Katie is smart, kind, organized. She actually works at a group home for people with severe autism. But I also have to sleep with a lamp on in my room because, according to Katie, it keeps ghosts away. And I have trouble sleeping sometimes because, like, ADD, cocaine, whatever. And one night I was like, Katie, can we just shut off the lamp tonight? I can't get any sleep. She goes, Jason, you know how I feel about that. And I got mad and I just went, ghosts aren't real. And I swear to God, she went, he doesn't mean it, you guys. He doesn't mean it. I'm like, what is happening right now? I do have trouble sleeping sometimes. Sometimes I'll go for a walk in the middle of the